I read the book.
You could be seen on camera.
That does happen in the book, though.
Well,
It kind of does. It's so funny.
it's a creative interpretation of looking at a building.
I believe there's actually a hard jump in this game, too.
And we've got $10 from EMBW. Hey there, Vortail. Sorry about the Jazz Jackrabbit 2 run. I was looking forward to it. Windows 8 has joined forces with cancer, and we must fight it.
I think we could have done this Great Gatsby run as they were setting up. Oh, wait, no.
$1 for Chronon, who says compatibility mode for the Rabbit game. Sorry for only $1. And finally, $2 from Blago Stan. Says
I've played through it before.
light bulb potato taco sauce.
This was in the book too, right?
When it car away, had to fight the alligators in the sewer.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing this game now during Swamp Walk.
Really fun game to casually play through. But as a speedrun, it's probably one of the most difficult Castlevania games.
Yeah, it may be the easiest classic Castlevania casually, but then when you try and optimize it, it becomes the hardest. So you're gonna see a lot of that. Just normal walking speed, kind of slow, but and there's no way to speed it up really, just naturally. So damage boosting will save some frames on every single one, although some are bigger than others, like if you get knocked onto a higher platform or something like that. But yeah, pretty much you get to very low health in every single stage taking damage boosts, making the run very risky.
The bright side, speedrunning this means you get to hear this level of music over and over again.
Yeah.
The whole soundtrack is amazing.
So, some runners will take damage boosts in different spots, but in the first stage, generally, just as long as you take the same number of damage boosts, you're going to get the same results as far as time gain. And you can moonwalk in stairs, which is, required for every single staircase as far as I'm concerned. You only get this music for one stage, though.
Yeah.
The rest of the soundtrack's pretty good, though.
The preferred sub-weapon in this game is the cross, or the boomerang. You see me throw a lot of them, just to anticipate the incoming enemies.
Yeah, and in some spots there may be like lag created if enough enemies show up, so sniping them as they get to the edge of the screen is pretty beneficial. I have no idea how you do this properly yet. Just a little waggle like right you can do something. Yeah, it's pretty hard and obviously a very minimal time game.
This is a quick kill that just recently became discovered.
Yeah, so basically, this game, the bosses are pretty simple as long as you have triple cross. You lose that, and then, well, they're still pretty simple, but they just take really long. And like every classic Castlevania, you want to end with 0 hearts at the end of every stage, so it doesn't count down. These hands coming up from the floor are completely random at the start, so pretty fortunate to not be grabbed yet.
It's a nice little boost there.
Yeah, I like this damage boost. Just riding the spider. Yeah, this one.
So what makes this game very difficult is that it's just marred by a lot of instant death traps and pits that you can fall in and just lose your life. And if you see in the top right corner, I have a special power-up, which is the triple shot. Lets me throw up to 3 sub-weapons at the same time.
Yeah, and you get that just by using the sub-weapon more and hitting stuff with it. So that's why he was throwing a lot of crosses in the first stage, even though it seemed like there was nothing important there. That was to power up the cross.
So if I die, I lose all of that, and effectively I have to find the cross again, which
By
is...
the way, this is supposed to be a boss, I think.
Is it random which candles drop? The double and triple?
No, it's after you use a certain amount, but there are set spots, like hidden in walls sometimes, where there will be a power-up. Yeah.
What I just grabbed there is an invincibility potion.
Yeah.
So I can get through a lot of those instant death spikes.
Yeah, like many Castlevania games, there's very few mistakes in this that only cost a couple of seconds. Usually if, you mess up at a certain spot, you're going to lose a lot of time. So that's another punishing thing about running this. Especially when you play at this level and get your health down to nothing on purpose a lot.
This is probably my favorite song from the soundtrack. It is the first one.
This stage has some interesting stuff in it. In the next section coming up, well, actually, just getting through the Mudmen here quickly is pretty interesting in itself.
Jumping over them
Because
is really hard jumping.
yeah, it's really hard to jump over them. Generally, you're supposed to just break them up, and they lag the screen, and you have more. But getting past them is really tricky. But yeah, in the next section coming up, after he does a damage boost onto the platform at the start, there's a trick where you can grab hooks and then go upward with them. Normally you're supposed to... It's just, I guess, a kink with how the physics work that you're abusing. If you are just even with the hook and then, hit down at the right time, it'll let you just swing upward. And it'll be used for a skip coming up right here. And there's, I think, another spot in Stage 3 you use it, but none after that, as far as I know. Yep. There we go.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, it's not, super hard to do, but of course if you miss it, you generally die. So, kind of risky. Yeah, and there's some really cool damage boosts in this stage. Especially off the eyeball.
Yeah, this eyeball boost is probably the most important one, which I missed.
Yeah, it's one of the more difficult ones too.
It saves about several seconds.
I think those mermen sometimes can just decide to be dicks and just shoot water randomly, right?
No, but they do spawn randomly. So
okay.
you saw I was able to swing freely in the screen below, but sometimes there'll be a merman in the water to get me. Let's see if I can get this one. Yeah.
That's really hard. Yeah, so if some of you haven't seen this run since Funk Doc used to do it, the strats are vastly improved from back then. I suppose.
So to effectively do that that ring zip, where I go in the reverse direction, I have to use the whip and then hold the whip attack button to make it go limp, which is a featured, which is something that's featured in a lot of other Castlevania games. The limp whip feature, or the free whip, as they sometimes call it. And
Since Becca's here, we can call it the Wiggletron whip.
the Wiggletron, sure. Yeah, and I try to jump above the ring that I'm trying to do the glitch with, and I just hold down
Yeah.
the reverse
Yeah, it's
direction.
down and whip.
This was the first one to do free whip, wasn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Shoutouts to our fellow speedrunner Puexel.
Yep, that's the name of Man-Eater in this game.
Oops.
Stair boss, hardest boss.
Stair boss is the hardest boss. Yeah, this was the first Castlevania to feature 8-way whipping, and maybe the only one, I believe.
Yeah, even in Bloodlines, I think you only go like diagonal in one of the directions.
So while we wait here, I just want to give quick shout-outs to our fellow Castlevania 4 speedrunners, Funk Dog, of course, Balbo, Hanage, and Joe D'Amelio.
Yeah,
Who,
recently got the record,
Yeah.
so make sure to follow him.
We might be doing, we might be making a reoccurring event on Sundays where we race this game.
Sunday races.
Yeah,
Be pretty fun.
on Speedruns Live.
Yeah, Hanage is just getting back into this game now. Apparently, like during AGDQ he did, so I think he's trying to get the record back. Yeah, this is the Mode 7 vomit room of the game. They said, you know, this was actually a pretty early Super Nintendo game. They, I guess, decided to use the effects a little more than they needed to. Yep.
Gotta have some mode 7 somewhere.
Now, no runner currently is crazy enough to do this, but there's like a multi-frame perfect damage boost into the wall zip you can do to like skip this crushing section. It's just insane. So your penalty for missing it is death. So that's why there's a lot of boss luck in this game, especially, but luck at other spots too. So with the time gains and losses you can get from that, it's just currently not worth doing it. It's a task strat right now.
Yeah, it saves something around like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's really,
Yeah,
it's
you
really
definitely
good.
get a much bigger time difference on that just in the final 4 bosses of the game, depending on what they do.
I mean, doing a different kind of boss strategy here. What I try to do is ride up the elevator on the right side and try to damage him as Coronat flies up as you hit him.
Do we have
Yeah,
time
this
for a
is
couple
kind
of
of like a
donations?
random stage they threw in, just entrance to the castle. It's really short. Doesn't have a boss, just kind of there.
Yeah. Got a $10 donation from Daxing. Super Castlevania 4. That deserves another $10. Wish you all a great time for the rest of the event, and I hope it won't be too long until we see you guys and girls again. A shame about that jazz bug. The runner was doing so great.
There's one thing that doing this stage really despawn all the bone towers in the beginning.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you see fireballs shooting out of nowhere, basically.
Yeah.
Another $10 donation from Game Breaking Glitch. Hi guys, last donation of the stream as the past few days have about emptied my bank accounts. Shout outs to everyone in the room for a job well done.
So once we reach this castle, this is where the game really ramps up in difficulty.
Yeah.
Because it's been so easy, this is really up the
Yeah, the room coming up after this with the chandeliers, if you're really precise with your jumping, you can actually cut a cycle on the swings, but it's extremely difficult.
It's pretty much pixel perfect. You have to do, if not 2, but 3 pixel perfect jumps to skip a cycle on the chandeliers, and you can skip actually two cycles. Each cycle saves about 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth the risk in a no reset run generally. Although I think I've seen Joe get it like 50% of the time or something, which is just insane.
Seems like it goes through stretches. Like, I
Yeah.
see him die, like, time
Yeah,
and
oh
time.
yeah, no, he also dies like 50% of the time. Definitely not a race strat by any means.
That's a pretty good boost right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, that guy didn't die. Ooh.
Oh. Guy was trying to get you to do the meat skip.
Yeah. Couple miscues right there. It's gonna cost me.
I love how when the skeletons die, their bones spawn like to opposite sides of the screen, like cover the whole screen.
There's more bones tossed out than more skeletons.
Yeah.
Well, Peter's still bad. Shut up. Well, combat stress.
Yeah, if you get caught by those hands, then those skeletons spawn and attack you. So just jumping between them avoids that.
Just keep that in mind.
Don't go to any dance parties in Castlevania. You're stuck there haunting it.
The name is the worst one. Fred Astaire and
This
Paul
is another instance of this is totally a boss. Not kidding. You're serious.
Abney.
Oh man, they actually got it hidden.
Yeah.
Nice.
Songs I sell like per stream,
That's a victory for the boss as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
and then go into other people's streams and keep it up.
Remind them. You guys know that one Castlevania boss?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you its name.
Look. Here all week, you have to wait stuff.
Ooh, that's bad RNG, but
Yeah, there's a lot of luck in this stage. At least a couple of spots. I mean, there's that spot right there, and then another damage boost later that could save a lot of time if he's lucky.
Did he already pass the visitor platform? Or
No,
No,
that's coming
that's
up.
stage 8.
What was that, Missy?
That's the
Part
one after this.
Like it broke. I think they didn't get the message.
I don't even know why they bother putting stairs in this room. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so that was a very lucky axe throw from the axe knight there, and that cut a cycle on the books that you'd have to wait for otherwise.
We have $10 from our Lord and Savior Fabi. I was going to stuff my face with Chipotle, but then I thought of you guys.
And I lost my appetite.
I gotta do something with this money.
Donated to cancer research one day.
It's like the picture of somebody's angry old grandmother in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that's actually Dracula's mother.
How many mothers does he have?
And then $5 from Electrochoc, simply Kappa.
Yeah, those paintings will hold you in place. They want to give you a handshake.
And that orange worm is usually like lag generator deluxe too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's alive.
And I don't know if they ever expect you to beat them for anything. I never really messed with them.
I thought they just popped out of the picture and hit you in the head. Get back in your own game.
This is a very slapstick.
Weird as heck.
I like the pose Funk Duck used to always try, where you throw the cross as you grab the orb and you have a flex.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that one. It sounds great.
You should go for it.
I'm not gonna put it.
So anything with spikes in this stage you see will
Yeah.
instantly kill me.
Yeah, this stage is serious business. Another interesting thing about this stage in the Japanese version, all that green water there is actually blood. And they changed it to slime in the American version because that totally helps censor it.
Yeah. You know, all the skulls and crap in the background.
Yeah.
There's some other subtle things that change too.
Yeah.
Blood makes far more sense. This is the level this is. No, we're done with you.
Yeah, this stage is a huge ramp in difficulty.
Dracula Jello.
Dracula Jello.
This has like some of the easiest damage boosts though.
Well, you know, as long as you don't mess up and get hit by spikes.
Oh yeah.
There is that.
Don't yourself all of a sudden you're not getting nailed.
Okay, so that despawned another bone dragon up here, who's normally supposed to be there. Because of the timing on going right. Alright, this room is bad.
Yeah, it's bad news. That's a really good boost to get you through
Yeah.
those.
That's one of my favorite damage boosts.
Hunter's still on this. Hi, what's up?
Nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
Yeah.
That's a tight boost to do right there.
The skeletons in the back are just like crappy remnants from a haunted house you went through as a kid.
So he's playing it safe here, but yeah, these platforms are like random, and you know, in a serious, super serious speedrun attempt, you just go forward there and pray, pretty much. That's what I've seen them do.
Aren't the spikes random too?
And spikes, yeah,
Spikes
spikes
are
before
random,
that.
yeah, the ones that go down.
Jesus.
Yeah, so just getting through that stage deathless is impressive. A huge sigh of relief.
Yeah. If Venice has the Bridge of Sighs, this game has the Bridge of Sorrows, because
Yeah.
that bridge will get you.
Yes, you did.
Dracula's not a Scrooge McDuck.
See, I was thinking it was a cheese store.
So apparently we found out, at least during one of the SGL episodes, that if you jump on these chests 255 times, it drops like meat or something.
Or like 600. I think it took them like 1,000 times to actually get it to work.
Yeah. Still, if you jump on them a lot, you can get meat, which is crazy.
Yeah.
This is how Dracula affords to remodel the castle.
Yeah. So the thing about this stage is it can be very laggy. So like this next section coming up here, okay, that's an
Let's
impressive
try.
trick.
Let's try again. Okay. Guess not.
Yeah, I haven't really seen this either.
That's
Know that one thing.
yeah, that was a ring zip right there
Okay.
that you can get to above the above the screen there.
Yeah, I hate this section right here because of how laggy it is with those breaking.
I love the solid gold skeletons though.
Yeah.
That just shows you that Dracula's got like absolutely nothing to do with his money at this point. Make the skeleton solid gold.
He just doesn't know what to spend all his money on. Just
Exactly.
putting a hole in his cake.
I've remodeled this place 1,000 times. Nobody's ever suggested, why don't you not make your bedroom like, make it stop defying the laws of physics.
Alright, and this damage boost helps cut a cycle of these.
Stop putting power somewhere. No, they kind of room together. Put nothing about the crooked.
They tried pretty hard with the whole Cupid thing, and so it's like, at least nothing falls out of them unless they find this thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna take 2 hits. It's okay.
Yeah. If you're really tight there, I think you can get away with 1.
Yeah. Usually I whip that dragon, so when you whip enemies in this game, they get frozen in place. So.
Alright, so this boss fight can get really tricky. Wouldn't be as bad with axe, but obviously you want cross, so... when it splits up, he's gonna try and get the bats in positions to just hit them all with the same cross throws, like that. That was pretty good. Luck right there.
Yeah.
That was really good luck.
I,
Oh, there you go. You did it.
Oh, nice.
Flex.
Yeah.
We found out that the Zetback can still kill you after it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that was cracks one time for us. That killed him. One of the pieces of gold hit him.
Yeah, one of the little bats can drop little coins on the ground, and those will hurt you.
Yeah, so this is the stage where they're like, why have you made it this far? Please stop.
Just give up.
Yeah. They make you abuse a lot of the unique mechanics in this game, in this stage a lot, like the whip swings, the hooks, all that.
Being the clock tower, and of course, plays Bloody Tears.
Like I said, you can fly this far. This doesn't make you cry.
Coming up in just over 20 minutes' time will be Sex Rex with a run of Chester Cheetah's Wild Wild Quest.
No, that
Quality
that classic.
video game.
In another dimension, there's Chester Cheetah is a representative of video games as opposed to Super Mario.
Yeah, that's a cool damage boost.
That's my favorite dimension. Everything else in the world is completely insane.
Oh.
That was a close one.
Flying apart. Use all of that gold to remodel your clock tower, idiot.
Surely there's something more efficient.
You didn't
I missed
spend
it.
all your money coating skeletons in gold. Your clock tower will fucking
This is set up with less queers. Crap.
Yeah, so this part's practically a puzzle if you're not like super familiar with the game mechanics already.
Yikes. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, so I believe the boss coming up can be a big time difference depending on the pattern it gives, and I think the bottom platform is where you'd want to spawn optimally.
Yeah. Of course he didn't.
Of course he didn't.
But
Yeah.
it's fine. It's actually kind of risky to throw crosses when he does this attack pattern, so I'm just gonna stick down here and hurt him from here. This is another good area for him to spawn, so.
It's okay, he's already dead. Never.
Now you're addicted to the flex.
Yeah.
Stop doing it.
Trying to get rid of some of those hearts there.
Hanging off the enemy bar.
Alright, so the final stage, which has the most BS stairs of all time in one of the sections.
Yeah.
And they just decided to throw a bunch of lag at you here for.
So that's where all the bats come from.
Yeah.
The whole castle's made of bats. It's in the cement.
Suspected all along.
Kind of insane person designed Castlevania, the actual building. We're gonna make a bridge out of bats. Why not make the bridge out of stone like other bridges?
We're out of
Fired.
Alright, so this section, there's a lot of luck with the platforms. Yeah, it's just scary.
I
Just
think
watch.
some of the floating platforms on top, it won't spawn sometimes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
That one is the toughest jump onto stairs, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I've had many speedruns just die there, unfortunately.
Yeah, like certain positions you jump from, the hit detection will just be a bit off and you will fall through those, and if some have already broken off, you're just screwed. Alright, so this is where luck comes in. I mean, just the platforms can spawn at different points at different times and it'll affect your time.
Let's see. Let's try these. Usually the third set of platforms are the good ones.
That's obviously as being infuriating. This one.
Yes, Castlevania.
Final stage. Good luck.
Sucker punch.
Yeah, you don't see those dual hands.
That's
too
a
much.
tight jump. There's spikes above them and they would have killed him even though you don't see them on screen yet.
Yeah.
This game is
Does
just.
this blend into the background? Or
Yeah. So these next four bosses we just call the final four. Slogar, Gaibon, Death, and Dracula, and they all have luck to them, like a lot.
Yeah, remember how easy these are in Soten?
No.
No. Yeah, this guy can be a major jerk, like especially in the second phase, and just like double jab you and stuff. But he's doing a quick kill strat here, where he can get multiple crosses to hit him at the same time.
That's close.
I mean, you do need some luck with this pattern, of course, but yeah, the more of that you can get going on, the much faster this boss fight will be.
How long are his iframes? Or does
Oh,
the cross
really
hit him on
long.
the back?
Like that's why you need multiple crosses to hit.
Yeah,
at the
that's
same
what I was
time.
wondering. It was like, 'cause
Yeah.
the cross didn't seem to hit him on the backswing where it hits everything.
Yeah, no, he has really long invincibility.
Holy crap.
Like that strat, optimally I believe is up to like 30 seconds faster than like Funk Doc's old runs.
Jeez.
Just on that fight, so it's nuts.
Really hate it.
Yeah.
I can see why.
This guy's pretty free though, generally.
Oh yeah, because he actually gets hit.
Yeah.
It's like I can hear multiple.
Stay free, Avon.
I've got a date for you in Medusa. You also get to get.
$5 from Sandy and Jay Lester. Yep, Justin, we're creeping on you on the web. Did you expect any less? We are forever jealous of your mad skills. You rock.
It's your boy Death.
I actually intentionally take damage there so I can throw that cross to damage him.
So yeah, that kills him before he starts doing his little suck-in move. Pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know, vacuum move? Death has a vacuum hanging somewhere.
That's kind of the wacky neighbor. Kind of awesome.
Oh, how ominous.
So yeah, there's a little secret passage down here where you just get a bunch of hearts, meat, and full powered weapon, and then like they also can spawn meat in the boss fight. So they really just want you to finish the game at this point.
Okay, alright. Fine. You put up with our crap this
They just kind of mess with you for a bit and be like, oh, this guy right here, I'm just funning with it. Here's the stuff.
But not you speedrunners. Good luck.
Yeah, you guys can still.
One day there will be people that want to beat this fast. And that room will pump that way.
Oops. Oh, that's fine.
Yes, there are set points where he will drop that meat. It's
You should drop something.
this attack right here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There he goes.
Well, all or nothing right here.
I believe the second cycle starts at 5 parts for health remaining. So if you can get more hits on it before that, the second one takes more hits.
Alright, there we go.
That's it for me.
Thank you.
I always wondered why they started up that music when he's like 5 seconds away from death.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to take a lot longer.
Yeah.
They weren't expecting people to be this damn good. Did you see how much BS we put between them and this point?
Time?
Time.
3602.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very good.
Good time.
Pretty impressive run.
Thank you very much.
Hey. It's terrible.
You help finding your face skin?
A horrible Frankenstein.